What is going on, people? It is your boy, that guy Ike. You are checking out another episode of One Race Lifestyle. Before we even get started today, man, make sure you click a like, hit subscribe, leave a comment, and also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at One Race Lifestyle. Also check out the new website, www.oneracelifestyle.com. So what's going on, people? Quarantine is being lifted slowly but surely. I'm out just getting a little ride in. It's beautiful today so far. It's supposed to rain later. I wanted to touch bases on something that I think I did a video on it before. I mentioned it before. A lot of people tend to ask me, is a Gsx250R a good first bike to get? So I'm 100% positive I talked about this on a previous video before, but since I can't recall for sure or not, I figure we'll go ahead and talk about it again because people keep asking me that question. So we'll go ahead and get into it. Is the Gsx250R a good first bike? For me, yes. And the reason why I say that is because when I got this bike, I had other intentions or other motives as to why I wanted this specific bike, and they proved to be true. Those motives as to why I got this bike, they proved to be 100%, like literally right on the head accurate. When I started my channel, I wanted to get something that, for one, I could work on. I knew it was going to be kind of difficult for me to find stuff for. And the reason why I wanted to do that is because I wanted to be able to learn myself more about, you know, motorcycles and stuff like that. I can fix cars and stuff like that, but I never really worked on bikes because I never had one until I got this one. So I got this bike for that specific reason, because I knew, one, it wouldn't be a popular bike. Two, it's going to be crazy hard to find parts for, so you have to be creative if you wanted to mod it. And three, when I started my YouTube channel, I knew that anybody else that got this bike would run into the same problems that I had. And being the fact that I was one of the first ones that had it, I can go ahead and already dissect and diagnose and have answers for these questions. So my channel would be the one that they'll run to find out information for this bike. All of that proved to be right. So, is the Gsx250R a good first bike? For me, it was. I would say take some things into consideration when you're looking for your first bike. What can you afford? Do you want a brand new bike as your new bike? You have a couple models that are older now, you know, that you could probably find for good. But are you going to be satisfied with it? It's not a powerful bike at all. That's some things to take into consideration. What type of riding are you looking to do? It's not necessarily a super sport. I don't even know if you want to call the Gsx250R a sport bike. I guess you can. Maybe an entry sport bike. But you know, it's not as aggressively leaned over as a lot of the bigger sport bikes. There's a lot of things that you have to weigh out. So it's all about up to you if you think that this it's all about up to you if you think this bike would be a good first bike for you. My suggestion has always been, go to the dealership, sit on every single type of bike, even if it's a bike that you're not looking into buying. Sit on naked bikes, sit on cruisers, sit on sport bikes, sit on sport tourers, like sit on dual purpose bikes, whatever it is, supermotos, all that stuff. And you might find that the bike that you had intentions on getting might not even be the one that you like. You know, you might not even like the Gsx250R after you sit on it. And if you have your endorsement or your certifications, depending on what country, because I get people from all types of countries and all over the place. If you have your endorsement or your certification, go ahead and test ride it. Go to the dealership, you know, sit on it, feel it out, feel how it feels, because the bike is heavy for its size. But fill it out, test ride it, see if you like it, and then from there, just make your decision based off of there. You know, you might not even like the bike, but I like it. I like the fact that I was able to, you know, get creative with modifying it, because again, I knew there weren't a lot of parts for it, so I had to really do my research and be dedicated to modding this bike. Like, if you're not going to be dedicated to it and you're going to get frustrated, I've already went through what, like 2 exhaust potentials for this bike, And you know, so you really got to be dedicated to it. And I did that for, like I said, for a reason. So that's the reason why I got this bike. I think it's a good bike. I think it delivers everything that you need. As I posted in previous videos, don't listen to everybody else. The bike is quick enough for you to move around, and I feel comfortable on it. I feel safe on it. Now trust me, I haven't been riding as long as a lot of other people. I haven't probably ridden as many bikes as a lot of other people, but I think it all depends on you. Like, I feel like if I needed to get out of trouble on this bike, I can maneuver it the way that I need to maneuver it. I feel like I know the bike well enough now and the controls well enough to know how the bike is going to react, you know, and make it do what I need for it to do. So I say it all depends on you. I wouldn't take, don't even take my advice for it. Just go to a dealership, sit on the bikes, test ride the bikes, feel them out, see if it's something that you like, and then make your decision based off that. Once you find the bike that you like and you feel like it's a good bike, take a look at your finances, if you're going to be making payments or not. You know, if you're paying it out cash, which you'll probably get a better deal if you're paying cash, you know what I mean? So, and just fill it out from there, and you know, and see how it goes, man. And you know, hopefully, you know, you'll be riding out, and when you get it, make sure you know, tag me in a picture on Instagram, man, so I can check it out, you know, so I can support all my Gsx250R riders. If you do follow me on Instagram, I know most of you probably already seen that I put the LED kit on the bike. I didn't vlog it, and I did that for a reason that I didn't vlog it, is because I knew it was going to be quite the process of doing the lights, you know. Woo! I wanted to mock it up, you know, and that was time consuming. So my suggestion to you, if we're gonna jump into the LED lights on the bike, I hope you checked it out. If you haven't seen pictures, I'll include a clip of what the lights look like in this video, and maybe include a link in the description below of what the lights look like. But you can also go to my Instagram. I have video and stuff like that up there, or the Facebook, One Race Lifestyle. But what I did with the lights, they were super easy to install. That was my biggest fear, is that it was gonna take a little bit, you know, it was gonna be difficult to install. They were hella easy to install. So what I ended up doing was, I took the lights out, I mocked them up, you know, using painter's tape so I can make sure that they're sitting where I wanted them to sit. I made sure also that the wires would reach the length that I need for them to reach, you know, and how I was gonna run them. That's the main thing you wanna do when you're installing LED lights on a motorcycle, is to make sure that the wires are the right length, because you need a little bit of slack. Depending on where you're putting them at, you know, the lights may move, you know, depending on what you have them on. So want to make sure you have enough slack and all that stuff. We got a fellow rider right here. You want to make sure that, you know, you have enough slack, that you mock them up before you permanently stick them down, because you may have to move them. You may have to move them a couple times to get them where you want them to get to, and to have that right amount of glow. So but other than that, man, it was the kit that I got. It allows me to connect the signal lights and the brake light, so that way when I press the brake, the entire bike turns red. When I turn on my signal lights, you know, depending on which left or right, the bike will turn amber for that side. I did not hook that up because I was tired, and it's whatever. I still have the wires and connections, which I could always do. It's super easy. But I hooked up the main connections, which were dumb easy to do. It's only 2 wires if you're just doing the main lights, and you're done. Like, maybe I should have did a video on it, but I don't know. If you have questions on installing LED lights, reach out to me. I pretty much try to answer my questions. I'll, you know, holla at you or whatever. I'll let you know. Or reach out. Shit, I may do them for you. Excuse my language. But yeah, man, other than that, it's a beautiful day. We're out here riding. I'm just cruising. I need to get me something cold to drink, a cold beverage in me.